one more video before I drag my tired ass to bed for the night. I got a question from one of my subscribers by the name of TV Shark, a really quick question. He asks, Paul's Ego, what would you do if somebody walked up to you and said that atheism is a religion in and of itself? You mean besides calling that person an ignorant prick? That would be my first instinct, would be to drop the old, you're an ignorant fucking prick on them, and then just see what happens from there. Although I probably wouldn't, because I'm an argumentative guy. I would probably feel compelled to give them some sort of an answer. So assuming that I'm trying to give a semi-respectful answer to that ridiculous fucking claim, I'd probably go with something like this. Alright, religion, by definition, is a belief system. It requires interconnected beliefs, separate interconnected beliefs to create a belief system, and conversely to create a religion. Atheism, on the other hand, only has one facet to it, one and only one. So it cannot be a belief system. For example, if I were to walk up to you and say, I'm an atheist, well, there is only one thing you can assume about me from that statement, and that is I lack a belief in deities. Other than that, you know nothing about me. On the other hand, if I were to walk up to you and say, I'm a Christian, well, there's any number of things you can assume that I believe. There are any number of Christian beliefs that I may or may not hold as a Christian. So right there, the difference between atheism and religion is painfully apparent. Coupled with the fact that atheism is a lack of belief, whereas religion requires belief. And, you don't have to be super smart to know that belief does not equal lack of belief, and vice versa. If you make a statement like, lack of belief is actually belief, you run the risk of, causing some sort of fucking time paradox and accidentally traveling back in time to the day that you were born and breaking your own infant neck, or some crazy fucking quantum wormhole opens up and eats your fucking face. It's really the linguistic equivalent of crossing the streams in Ghostbusters. You don't ever cross the streams. You don't ever mix belief and disbelief. They're not compatible. It's like taking two male ends of a plug and hoping to get a connection. It's just, they don't go together. You can't cross them over. And if you wanted to throw one more example in there, you could say, a slightly fucking facetious example, but whatever, they deserve it. They're asking a stupid fucking question. They're making a stupid statement. You could say, you know what? I don't go to atheist church. Yeah, I don't throw my hard-earned money in the atheist collection plate when it gets passed around. I don't ask my atheist minister for advice on how to live my life. I don't thumb through the atheist Bible looking for answers to the ultimate questions. And at night, I don't kneel by the side of my bed and pray to the lack of God, that he, fix my receding hairline or add a couple of inches to my penis. Yeah. So there you go. That's probably what I would go with. Some combination of those three things, and then maybe I'd put the period on it by going, and you're an ignorant fucking prick. So, there you go. My best answer. Good night, everybody.